Hey everybody, Outdoor Crafter here. Well, today's project's going to be a little repair job, a little fun. And I'm sure everybody's got an old bench like this, Black & Decker one, and this happens. Right? You end up breaking the original pieces. Well, there's a little trick that I've come up with here. I've done one of the sides. I took a 2x6 here. It was a lot longer, of course, and I measured it up just a little bit longer than the original pieces, and I'll show everybody what I've done here, and I'm just going to go through the steps with you guys on how to repair your own. Instead of throwing it out, why throw out a perfectly good bench if it's just the thin cheap pieces of wood that they originally made it with? So this is what I've done here. As you can see from the original holes, I copied it, and she fits right in there, no problem, you see? So, and it slides in, no problem, see? So, same thing on this side here. So, this is what it originally looked like in the beginning, of course. And when I'm done, it's going to be totally repaired. So, let's get on with it, shall we? So, I'll set everybody up over here. And this is the size that I'm using. As you can see, they measure up the same. So, that's what it's going to look like in the end. So, let's cut to the chase, everyone, and let's get this done. I use whatever works. All that know me know that I improvise when I do things. As you notice, I'm using a wrench that's made for a chainsaw, but it works for this too. So it's been a real stressful process to figure out how this all worked, but I managed to do okay with that one, so I think I could do it with this one. So, that was here. Yes. No, that was right there. Right here. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Just got to make sure it goes into the right holes, because when you measure it, you don't want to make mistakes. I should have done this one first instead of the end one, but that's okay. We learn by doing, right? So that one doesn't come off unless, okay, that one you can adjust. This one you can't, because it's fixed here, as you can tell. So take off the original nuts here. The fun part. Don't we all love the fun parts? But the part I like is the end result. You're gonna have a nice functioning workbench instead of a piece of junk that doesn't work, right? So I gotta make sure that this part goes back into here, because that's originally for your pieces there. So funny, that one held up and the other one didn't. Strange as that is. So I'll take the 2x6 here, and yeah, I'm gonna have that like that, and I want to make sure it's all even, because I'm picky that way. And okay, so real well. Okay. This out, of course, because I want to have it nice and straight. And know, it might look foolish, but, you know, if you want to do something right and not get flustered, well, this is how you do it, you see? There you go. You measure it all up nice, even with the wood, right? So you want to have all line up properly, of course. There, as you notice, I'm just making my marks where the new original holes are going to be. So all right, here it goes. I'll put that down here, and I already got my bit ready, so I'm lucky there. And I'm going to make my holes. I don't want to go down too far. I just got to make sure it's almost the same depth as the other ones. What do you know? I got a little critter that just showed up, a little moth. Okay. I love these self-levelers on these drills. That looks about right. Yeah, maybe down a little more than it should, but you know what? At least it'll catch tighter. So, next thing I need to do. It's a lengthy process, but I did have my little chuck here. And of course, it's not here. Wait a minute. There it is. So, maybe I should keep things where I know they're going to be. Oh, I'm going to do this the quick way. There we go. There. And then what we do now, since we didn't go all the way through, we're going to take this bit here and make sure it all levels up and go right straight down the run. Not straight. As you can see, we are through now. And do the same thing to the other side here. Now what we're going to do, we're going to drill a straight hole through the other one. Actually, no, we're not. Because I got to measure first. The hole here. Yeah, it's a little bigger. So what I'm going to do here, I think it's a 5/8 hole there. Yeah, it's a 5/8 hole, and we got a 5/8 spade bit here. So, take this off again. Like I said, it's a little lengthy, but, you know. End result, people. Right? So, alright. So, now, yeah, that'll go all the way through. Excuse me. Actually, no, I had it the other way around. I'm supposed to drill a hole first, then do this. Oh boy. It took me a while to figure this out in the beginning, so please excuse me, everybody. As long as the end result is the same, eh? So, that's all what we need to worry about. Alrighty, so match it up with your holes here and let her rippy. be smoking, but I don't care. It's an old bit. It's not supposed to smoke, but it's an old bit, like I said, and you know, I use it just for this kind of project. So. All right, now do the same thing to the other side, like I said. Thought we would have had a fire here. Oh well. Oops, that's right. I put it back in my pocket. Oh well. This bit is done anyway, so it doesn't bother me none. Now, we're almost complete here with this. I just got to turn it this way and use the 5/8 because of the other hole that supports it. Okay. Alright, make sure. Yeah. Okay, so it's this hole here, yes. And make sure it's straight as usual. Okay. That's one there. The other one on this side. I'm not too worried about the bottom pieces flipping out there. As long as they all fit in. That's what we want, you see? So that's practically finished right there. Not a very hard job. Make sure that everything all lines up again, because that's what you want. Alright, so taking these pieces off, and you're going to put the original pieces back in. As you can see it still fits from the bottom, from the holes that you made, and on the top here. So this will go like this, of course. And, hopefully I did it all right without making a mistake here. And where's my original bolts? Here they are. And I'm going to flip this over. Yeah, okay. I'll do this side first. Okay, gotta make sure it all lines up. That's key, everything lining up. Get everything nice and straight here. It's a pain in the butt. I wish I had an impact wrench with deep sockets. We would have done this part already. But, you know, when you don't have all the necessary tools, that's what happens, you see. So, I'm hoping here that I'll have... I'm connecting it to the original mechanism underneath here, as you can see. I don't know if you can actually see that, but this part here is going into this mechanism here. So hopefully I'll be successful. If not, well, I'm going to be in a whole heap of trouble. You know what I mean? So it's hard to hold this and that at the same time, but that's what happens. Hopefully we'll have something functional. And I have a feeling that my bolts won't be long enough to go all the way through. But if that is the problem, I'll just go a little deeper on this part of the wood and we shouldn't have an issue. The only problem is I might not be able to reach with this wrench. So that's where, you know, yeah, I think that's what's happening here. Yeah, I don't, oh, maybe it might work. Might work. Okay. Just gotta catch it first. First catch. And then, see, yeah, I think that's the problem I'm having, everybody. It's okay. And what I'll have to do, like I said, is, yeah, hold on. Well, I still got a little ways to go here, so it might be okay. Okay, hold on now. Come on, girl. I just wish I had another person to help me here, but wish in one hand and crap in the other one. Which one's gonna happen first? So, it's on. All I need is an impact wrench, so to go a little deeper, because this thing doesn't go as deep. And you almost have a functioning bench here. Can't forget the other piece, of course. And put that there. And if you want to put in the original holes, just line it up like this here, you know what I mean? And put your holes in. Okay, so these ones here are just a little closer. So I might end up putting a few holes in, maybe even change the design altogether. Maybe even put some square ones in. So that's up to you guys. So this is nice. I like this part. Come on, get in there. The original mechanism. The hard part. Let's hope I can get her in there and not look like a fool. Press down a little more just to get it going a little more. But trying to get it as tight as you can do it if you only have the tools I have. Okay, let me see something here. Well, it's solid, so not as solid as I'd like, but this is the table, everybody. Look at this. Oops, I need to move it up ahead a little more. Move it to the next one. Okay, everything all nice and good again, as you can see. Okay. And there's your bench, everybody. Don't need to throw her out. She's as good as new again, everybody. Look at that. Works like a charm. You know what I mean? Little uneven, but you know what? The point is that your bench is not thrown out. So, until the next video, everybody, I'm Outdoor Crafter, and I hope this tip has been useful. See you then. There's more to come. Bye for now.